Hey guys, I hope you're having a great night. I just finished up doing a virtual workshop for CrossFit Rokius on their Facebook group page about deadlifts and the low back. So hopefully that went well. It was fun for us to do. My husband was here with me and we kind of had a fun time hanging around and joking throughout it. So tonight we're going to talk about, because April's all about the shoulder, what to do if things are feeling wobbly overhead or not quite as secure as you'd like. So there's 3 reasons why that could be happening. The first is mobility. You don't actually have that motion to get up there. It just doesn't go. Your arm doesn't quite get there. Another reason could be lack of motor control. And what that means is, in English, for not physical therapy jargon, basically it means you don't really know how to get there with the movement. You can get there, but you don't know what it feels like. You don't know how to stay there. It's hard to feel the movement out. Kind of like if you remember the first time you did an overhead squat, you're like, oh crap, what am I doing? Kind of like one of those things where you have, it's hard for your brain to figure out what you want your body to do, basically. And then you can also have a lack of stability, which basically means you don't have enough strength in that position. And so tonight we're going to talk a little bit about what happens if you lack that motor control, and then what's kind of a nice follow-up like stability exercise for you. So first we're going to start with just motor control. So part of having good motor control is making sure those muscles that you want to use are activated. So one way to activate your upper back, which is what you want to use for overhead squats and snatches, is laying down on the floor, arms right here, and you're going to do basically a Superman, but you don't have to necessarily lift your legs too, just your arms. Just kind of like that. Lift, hold them up. The further you are away from the kind of center, the easier it is. The harder you are here, or the closer you are here, the harder it is. And if you want to hold like a PVC in your hands too, and lift, hold up for like 5 seconds and down, or just rep about 15 to 30 of those before you do some sort of overhead lifting, just to get those muscles activated and warmed up. So another good motor control one is just spending time in the bottom of that overhead squat and feeling what it feels like. So you're going to take the barbell and you're going to go overhead and you are going to squat down. And you're going to spend some time down here. Good like 5 or so seconds. And then stand back up. Take a nice good 3 seconds to go down. Hang out here for about 5 seconds. And just practice being in this position and having your arms and your upper back and your shoulders do what you want it to do. The more time you spend down there, the more your brain's going to be able to figure out where your body should be, and the better motor control you're going to have. Now, to finish that up, if you want to work on stability in that position, you can do what's called a Satz press. Words are hard today, apparently. So you're going to start here, squat down, and then from here, do a behind the neck press. This is going to be really good at working that shoulder stability in these positions. So when you snatch and you land in that bottom position, you're really stable there. So that is a quick kind of overview of what to do if you're having problems with overhead squats or snatches and things feel wobbly and you do have that motion to get there. That's some laying on your stomach, lifting your arms. Nice, good kind of warm-up drill, mixing in some overhead squats with a pause at the bottom and a slow descent. That will help, as well as some Satz presses. So if you have any questions about overhead stability, mobility, motor control, any of that stuff, feel free to shoot me a message or comment below, and have a good night and happy quarantining.